Boys, girls, what's up? Welcome back inside Project Edge. Now, what we're going to be getting into in this video is something that's really near and dear to my heart because I've been using it for like almost 4 years now, okay? And this is what I like to call my 37-39-step sales process. And before a few people point out, this is sort of kind of like Ryan Dice's sales process as well. I got his process and I've added my own twist to it and stuff I feel that has worked better for me in the past. That being said, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be looking at a video I filmed maybe 6 months ago where I explained this process in super deep detail. And the reason why I'm giving this to you is because when you start copywriting at first and you don't quite understand, you don't want to be creative. You don't want to try and like learn how to be like an artist, okay? You just want to play color in the lines, okay? Let's imagine we're painting a great work of art, okay, which copywriting is in some cases. What we don't want to do is try and paint something from scratch. We want to color in the lines kind of thing. And you need to understand that the result is still great art. As long as you copy exactly what's there, it's still going to be a great copywriting, okay? So this is kind of like a color in the lines process that I've used over and over again. When I write webinars, when I'm presenting to cold audiences, when I write and sell virtually anything in sales videos and webinars, this works in both, okay? This also works in copywriting, but it takes a lot longer to write all that stuff down, and I really don't use written copywriting anymore. So this is something you just need to use, okay? So if you're a beginner, don't be creative, just use this sales process. If you're a veteran, I guarantee this will increase your sales. I've used it so many times. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop over to this video. I'm going to break down the entire process, and then you just copy it. That's it. Don't try and be creative. Just copy in your own way. Use your own words inside of it, and it will work. It will work if you just have any excitement in your voice and you talk just like a normal person in a webinar. It will work. All right, it's worked for me so many times, and it's going to work for you. So let's hop into this process. Again, this is going to be used in videos and webinars. Okay, and I'm going to get into a few other selling processes as well, what I call trust selling, and specifically how to handle videos, how to handle webinars, different types of closes. But this right here is going to be your bread and butter weapon. Okay, so let's hop into it. So let's get into it. I'm going to do this from the perspective as if I was creating a dating product for guys that want to meet women. Okay, that's just the example I'm going to use. In this example, I'll mention out some other examples as we go through it. So the step one, what we want to do in our video sales page or webinar, for now, and just imagine this applies to everything. So we want to call it our target customer. So we put something at the top. All right, the first step is I would say something like, hey, are you a guy that's having trouble attracting women? Hey, are you tired of missing out on attracting all the great girls? Something like that. Call it our target customer. Step two, you do something randomly to freak them out. What I would do in webinars, for example, is I'd play like a crazy video of this guy dancing to techno music and going crazy. We do something to get a person's full attention. So what we've done is we just called the person. We got them to go, oh yeah, that's me. I fall in this category, and you just go, oh! And the person goes, what the hell's going on? And they pay more attention. All right, so we've attracted our target person. We've gotten them paying attention to us. Now what we need to do is get them to call bullshit on us to get them to actually pay attention and focus on proving us wrong. So we got their attention. We got their big attention by doing something crazy, and now we're getting them to call bullshit on us, and their focus is going to be shifted on us because they want to prove us wrong. Okay, so at this point in time, we make the big over-the-top promise. This would be like the headline at the top of sales pages. What I want to do with the headlines is make it so over-the-top and ridiculous that people call BS on it. For example, let's imagine it's a dating product. How to get women to sleep with you just by repeating these 3 simple sentences. Okay, people are going to call BS on us, and we want them to call BS because we're going to prove them wrong so that they don't call BS on us when we actually get to the pitch. We want to get all the skepticism out at the very beginning. Okay, step 4. Actually, that's the same one. Let's just skip to step 5. We don't need to do step 4. What we're then going to explain is how the big promise works. Okay, for example, in the one pitch I made, it was like, or the one pitch I talked about in that dating product was like, Harvard scientists discovered some psychological loophole. We want to explain how we're able to go out there and do this, kind of the logic behind it, so people can be like, oh, okay, so that's how they got this information. It adds some credibility to what you just said. Now, then what we do is we lay out the 3 biggest benefits. So we still have them calling bullshit on us, but we have their attention, okay? So we say, hey, Harvard scientists figured out this psychological defect, and don't use the examples, I'm using this. You can apply this to anything, and it doesn't have to be this outrageous. I'm just going through this pitch. We lay out 3 biggest benefits that they would be looking for. So if it's guys, how to attract a girl, even if you're super shy, how to attract girls, how to make girls fight for you, and how to make people come up and talk to you without having to leave your comfort zone. 3 big benefits of using this technique, okay? Basically, you want to describe the 3 things they want most at this point in time. Now, at this point in time, if you have normal people watching your video, you'll have their attention, but you'll have them calling massive BS on you. You'll have them calling BS. And so what we do at this point in time is we want to train people to not call BS on us. We want people to take us at face value for the rest of this video. So we go and prove our undeniable, big, over-the-top promise we made a few slides ago. For example, in this, I could show a video of a guy doing 5, 6 times, 10 times walking up to women and just attracting them right off the bat or something like that. What I do in other webinars, if we were talking about like generating income, we could just show undeniable income proof or proof of success and something like that. For example, if we're doing like the ShamWow and we said, we have something that can clean up any mess in your house, guaranteed no matter what, and people are going, BS, 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 and then we whip out the ShamWow and we clean up like a blood stain on a white carpet, okay? Something like that. We show obnoxious, undeniable proof, so they go, oh wow, I've been proven wrong. So the rest of the webinar, when we make claims or say things, people are going to go, well, yeah, he proved us massively wrong before. But you're training people not to call BS on you. So when we get to the pitch, people are going, oh wow, all the other stuff he said was true. This must be true too. So then what we do is we separate work from the equation. So I say, look, I just proved that you can go out there and attract these women by using these 3 simple sentences. And you can do this without improving, without having to leave your comfort zone, without having to be a cool guy who's good at talking. Heck, even if you're shy, you can do this. You remove all the things they basically hate. That's all you do. So if this is like an SEO software, this will rank your website super easily without you having to go and create content, without you having to do this, without you having to do that. Okay? So pretty simple. Step 9, explain who you are, why people should listen to you. Very short. It doesn't have to be huge. People don't really care who you are. People didn't care who the ShamWow guy was. He didn't have to go on and introduce himself and like his history of cleaning stuff. So this is kind of an optional step. All right. So step number 10, you go into the logical explanation of how you were able to do this, how you went and did this. So for example, if I was like selling SEO products, I'd say, well, it's because we have the best SEO experts in the world helping us with this, and they're out there ranking sites every single day, so we don't have to. The logical explanation, you can be like, well, I learned this weird trick about women because I went out there and tested it 1,000 times and finally perfected the perfect process. Something like that. Now, what we want to do at this point in time and what we start doing from this entire thing is we've laid out, I want to walk you through what we just did. We got our target customers' attention. We got their total attention by freaking them out. We got them to call BS on us, and then we got them to trust us by proving them wrong and then create interest, because not only did we prove them wrong, we gave them the benefits they're looking for without any of the pain that they would stop them from going through these benefits. So we basically got a person, we gave them a magic, we got a pot of gold in front of them and said, you can have this pot of gold without doing any of the work to get it, okay? Very basic kind of strategy right there. So at this point in time, what we start doing that we have their attention is we start making or putting people in an extreme place of pain. Like I said, selling can be used for good or evil. All right, we can use this to actually really change a lot of people's lives. We can also use this to sell people crap. It's up to you on how you want to use this. So what we do at this point in time is we increase massive amount of pain, because the number one way to get someone to buy something is to avoid pain. Okay, so what we want to do is start increasing the pain of not having our solution. So look, if you wanted to sell someone an acne cream, the best time to possibly sell them that would be if they were walking down the hallway in school and someone commented on their acne. At that point in time, they'd be in immense pain. And if you were down the hall like, oh, I used this one thing, my friend over here used this and he got rid of his acne right away, the person would buy it right away. I'm sure there's been a point in your life where you were facing a problem of some kind. I don't know you, but you were just like, I can't take this anymore. And you went on the internet and you probably bought the first 3 solutions you saw to the problem. That's the point you want somebody in. That's when they're ready to buy. That's when they're like in heat to buy things, okay? So we say, is this you? Are you, and we call it this basically our target marketer. Are you a guy that goes to bars and sees all these other guys talking to girls but are too shy? Or you walk up to girls and they don't seem to pay attention to you? And the person's going to go, oh, yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah. And then what we do at this time, step 12, is we go, oh, that's you? Well, you are screwed, just so screwed, and it's 100% someone else's fault. So you're going to see this in every single video. This stuff I'm not making up. Check out the videos below when we get done here. So if it was like a dating product, I'd be like, well, you're screwed because most people learn their social skills in high school, and because you don't have this, these guys are going to have advantage of you your whole entire life, and they have so many years in front of you, and you're just going to be put behind. And no, it's not your fault that you haven't ever taken any. Look. I'll get into this in a sec. What we want to do at this point in time is make them go, oh no, I'm screwed. I'm at such a disadvantage. If you see like tons of commercials out there It's like someone's like, hey, are you a homeowner in Texas? You're so screwed. Obama's changing something that's going to ruin land ownership here forever. Your prices are going to go up. Everyone's screwed, and it's all Obama's fault. It's not your fault for making poor decisions. That's the exact pitch people use. Go on like Fox News and look at the commercials on there. All of them are like about Obama taking away something from someone, and it's all his fault and you're screwed. All right, they all do this pitch. Now, what we do at this time and time is we tell them they're screwed and we explain that it's not their fault. Okay, because there's two outcomes of when you tell people they're screwed. If you're real with them and say a person's going through financial trouble, and you go, well, if you're in financial trouble right now, you're screwed. But it's also 100% your fault. You misspent your money. You spent it all on lottery tickets. You're a fucking idiot. You suck. That makes a person sad. When people are sad, they don't want to buy anything. They don't want to take action. They want to go in a corner and cry. You don't want to do that. We want to get someone motivated against someone else, okay? And people hate hearing it's their fault, but they love placing responsibility on someone else. So what you do at this point in time, you say you're screwed, and it's society's fault. Society has made you not comfortable talking to women. It made you feel like it's taboo to talk to women. Because of that, you're uncomfortable around women, blah, 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 and you were just like me, blah, blah, blah. You explain all that kind of stuff. If you were overweight, it's not your fault. It's all the crazy society out there putting all the sugar in their health products. Watch the videos below. After we get done with this, you're going to see this exact same thing. Step 13. I or someone else was just like you too. I was screwed. So we're going to make them relate to us. If you've ever seen, like imagine you were having trouble with your lawn and your neighbor comes up to you and says, oh, wow, I used to have that same problem with my lawn and I used this to get rid of it. You're going to go, oh, wow, that guy is just like me. He's my neighbor. He has a lawn just like me. And he solved the problem with this. I could probably do so too. That's the type of effect we're trying to create in step 13. So explain how we used to be screwed or someone else we knew used to be screwed and how they got out of it. Step 14 is how we escaped the very pain you are in right now. So for example, I used to be a super shy guy too, but then I decided I'm going to change this. So I decided to learn women's psychology and I went to the bar 10 times a week and I talked to every single person there until I magically came up with a special 3-step system that's been working for me like crazy. Okay, so I discovered this 3-step system that helped me meet women, okay? Step 15, we again provide overwhelming proof because we want to train people to trust us. At this point in time, people might be calling a little bit of BS, so again, provide overwhelming proof. Again, if you're selling something, hopefully you can prove it works fairly easily. Step 17, we just skipped 16. Okay, this is going to be like a 37-step process, actually, not 39. All right, step 17. Why you've never heard of this and why you've been left out in the cold. People are going to assume, well, if this is so amazing, why haven't we heard about this on TV? Come up with an excuse why they haven't heard of it. You haven't heard about this because, frankly, people are too embarrassed to talk about it. And you've been left out because, frankly, society doesn't want you talking to women. They think it's weird. Something like that, okay? Step 18. Look, can we just give this strategy to you guys? All right, look, I know everybody here is already eager to hop in this. Can we just give this to you? This is getting people to logically say, yes, please give me this info. Now, if you're speaking in a webinar at an event, you can't just straight up pitch unless you're going up the straight up pitch. At this point in time, you want to deliver content that helps people out, makes them like you more, builds some rapport and trust with you. In the content, you don't want to give all the answers. You actually want to give it, the best way to do this is to give them a ton of useful content that doesn't pertain really to your course or what you're selling. So for example, if we're like creating a course on how to pick up women, instead of teaching the magic 3 steps, we teach like women's psychology or something like that, or like why certain things happen in society or something like that. Just something like that. Okay. So step 22. At this point in time, we say, imagine the possibilities. If you had these magic 3 steps, you had these 3 steps that you could apply to your life, you had this software, you had this something, imagine all the stuff you could do. So people were like, oh man, I'm in so much pain and I see this guy getting out of the pain I'm in. And if I had this, imagine all the stuff I could do. Step 23, you say, all right, you want this, right? Does everybody here want this? You guys just want the 3 steps, whatever. And then what's going to happen is people are going to go, yeah, give this to me. I want this right now. So basically you have people telling you to sell to them. To walk everything through what's happened so far, we got our target person's attention. We got a ton of their attention. We proved that we can be trusted. We separated everything they hate, the work they hate and everything like that. We put them in intense pain to a point where they want a solution. And now we have them asking to sell to us or asking us to sell to them. See how that works? This whole process was to basically get a person's attention and then fully almost, I hate to say it, but manipulate them into a place of pain where they're asking us to sell to them instead of us going up and trying to sell to them right away. Okay? So at this point in time, we have gone to the pitch. This is where we have the person's full attention. What we've done so far is gotten a person's attention, put them in a place of pain so they want a solution, presented a solution to them, and asked them if they want to buy the solution, and gotten them to say, yes, please pitch me. This is a hell of a spot to be in. And now we can finally pitch the person. Before, they were not in a spot to be pitched. They weren't in a place of pain. We didn't have their attention. They didn't want to be sold to. Now we've gotten rid of all those. We can start pitching. So basically what a pitch is, and the goal of a pitch, is to increase the person's belief that they're gaining something when they're buying. We want to lower the pain of buying, aka lower the pain of taking out their wallet and paying for something, while increasing the pain of not buying. So basically we have two battles going on right now when we're pitching to somebody. All right, these are two bars right here. This is the pain of buying. As long as the pain of buying is higher than the gain or the perceived gain of buying and the pain of not buying, the person won't buy. So say a product is $200 and paying $200 is this painful for them, and what they perceive they're going to get is this, they're not going to buy. Okay? So what we want to do throughout the pitch is we want to lower this. We have to lower this bar. We have to lower this meter. Imagine this is just a little battle going on the entire pitch. We want to lower this bar while increasing this bar, increasing the perceived gain and putting people in pain of not buying, aka increasing the pain of not buying it. For example, an example of increasing the pain of not buying would be like, if we're selling this toothbrush, everybody who doesn't buy this toothbrush is probably going to have a cavity in the next year, blah, 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 blah. If you don't buy it right now, we're not selling it ever again. We're increasing the pain of not buying it. So the second the gain, the perceived gain and pain of not buying gets higher than the pain of buying, boom, the person buys. All right, so that's all a pitch is. That's where we want to focus. There's an internal battle going on in the person, and we have to decrease the pain of buying, decrease the pain of spending money with us, while increasing the perceived gain and lowering or increasing the pain of not buying. We basically want to make the offer seem so great that they're getting so much in return for buying and make it so painful for them to keep their debit card in their pocket. Make it just, I have to get this right now. If I don't get this, I'm going to lose and it's going to be so painful and stuff like that. Okay? So step 24, we unveil the product. Step 25, we talk about what they're technically going to get. This is where we go all through the features and everything. We want to skim through this. Okay? This dating product, you're going to get 3 lessons to teach you how to pick up girls, blah, 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 the magic system, the 3 steps, blah, blah, blah. This is just increasing the perceived gain. Step 26, we tell them what they're really getting. Now, what do I mean by this? If they're buying a dating product, what are they really getting? Are you getting steps and features and stuff like that? No, you're getting control over your dating life and the ability to control women and get the girls you want and be the cool guy. That's what they're getting. This is the big benefit right here. So we're increasing the gain again. Step 27, technically. The numbers are so off in this slide. I always hate this. I always mess up the numbers. So step 26, again, let's just combine these together. We want to remove responsibility. So for example, an example of removing responsibility would be to add coaching in or making it steps. For example, all you need to do, you don't need to improve any part of your life. Just follow the steps in this dating course and this will work for you. That's all you want to do. So remove responsibility in ways of applying coaching, making it push button, applying steps to it, anything like that. Anything you can do to remove the responsibility from the person buying the course and put more responsibility onto you. Step 27, it is none of the crap you don't like. So we're removing the pain of buying right here. For example, you're not going to have to go to the bar every single night and talk to strangers. You're not going to have any awkward conversations. You're just going to have to say these 3 magic things. Okay? Again, don't make your pitch this outrageous and use words like magic things and stuff like that. I'm just kind of explaining the process behind it. All right? Step 28. Everyone else is doing except you. Start showing proof of other people having success. Start showing testimonials. All people just like them getting crazy results and stuff like that. Hopefully you have testimonials and people getting results with your product. Okay? This increases the pain of not buying. When they see other people out there getting results that they want, it increases the pain because they see everybody else having fun and they're not having fun. At this point in time, we add leather seats and upgrades. We basically just add a few additional things to it. So if we were selling a ShamWow and we say, if you hop on now, we're going to also give you the deluxe ShamWow in a special carrying case. Just some extra things we can add on. The lower the pain of buying, it basically increase the perceived gain as well. Step 30, we give the person a job. This mostly applies to if you're selling info products and so on and so forth. What we do at this point in time is we say, look, your job is, you come in this course, you follow the steps, you let our coaches do everything for you. People love jobs. People love when they don't have to think or do anything. Your job is you come in this course, you follow the steps, and you let our coaches coach you. All you have to do is go out and say these 3 sentences. You come back and tell us what the problem is. We'll fix everything. You just have to mindlessly go out there and do stuff, and you'll get the results you want. That's what people want. Step 31. This is where we really start increasing the pain of not buying. We say it's limited to. By the way, we only have 200 of this course in this webinar, the sales page, whatever. If you do not pick this up right now, you're just not going to be able to get it again. This is how we get people to buy right away. So this is limited to so many people. Now, step 32, we say go here now. Don't announce the price. Don't announce anything. Just say go here to this page now. It takes them to the sales page where they can get the price and everything like that. What's going to happen is everybody reading the sales page or in your webinar or watching you speak or wherever you're selling at is going to go, oh man, it's only limited to 100 copies. How many people are in this webinar? I don't know. A lot of people are going there right now and buying. I could miss out if I don't go there right now. Again, increases the pain of not buying, gets people to the sales page. Okay, if you say the price, they start analyzing, they start looking at stuff, and they start thinking about it. You want to get them to go, oh God, I gotta go, and then run to the sales page. Step 33, we start throwing in bonuses like additional courses, additional stuff. By the way, if you pick up this dating product now, we're also going to give you a course on how to make money online, and we're also going to send you a free suit. All right, I don't know. You just add bonuses on there, and if they don't buy now, they don't get the bonuses. Again, it increases the pain of not buying. What's going on right here is at the beginning of the pitch, we start lowering the pain of buying. Okay, and we start increasing the gain, the perceived gain. Now we're also increasing the pain of not buying. So let's imagine we're like right here, right now. And this is slowly going up. It's getting up there. Okay, the pain of buying is people still haven't bought yet. Okay, and sometimes at the pitch, people will be right here, like immediately. Okay, but let's imagine we have kind of a stiff customer. So we're really working on them. That's what the point of this pitch is. Now what we do is we mention the real price of the product and we give them a one-time honor-bound price. Okay, so we say, normally this dating product is $9.97. However, because we're so confident you're going to find so much success with this, we're going to give you an honor-bound price. We're going to sell it to you for $4.97 a day. And when you've gone out there and you've met 3 girls and gone on dates and you're super happy with the product, then you can come back and pay the final $4.97. Okay, so we basically put the perceived value way up high, and then we cut the price in half and said they can pay us later. No one's going to pay us later. All right, this is just a trick right here. No one's going to come and email you later and be like, oh, well, I wanted to pay the final installment of the course even though I don't have to. Okay, you just say, look, we're not going to chase you down. We're not going to make you pay for this if you don't want to. Unless you are super happy, you do not have to pay this. It's honor bound. It's up to you. People aren't really honorable, honestly. I've done this pitch before. No one ever calls up being like, I'll pay the rest of the course. They don't do this. But what it does is it sets the perceived value really high, and it makes people go, oh, wow, I can sneak in and get this at a lower price, and maybe I'll pay it back later. They maybe plan when they buy, but they don't ever do it, okay? So we're lowering the pain of not buying by making this a one-time thing. They can only get this now if they pay right now. And we're lowering the pain of buying by decreasing the price while increasing the perceived value. Now what we do is we start rubbing in a lot of pain. All right, so look, man, you can either pick up this course or you can go to the bar and start watching guys hit on the girls you want to talk to and feel insecure and inconfident, whatever you want to do. You just basically rub all the painful situations they're going to have to go back to if they don't buy the course. You're going to have to go back and start trading stocks manually if you don't pick up this software. That's kind of stuff. Then what we do is this is where we make the killing, all right? So at the point in time, if a person is anywhere interested, they're about 50-50. The pain of buying is still high because the price is right there. There's a risk to buying, but maybe they're 50-50, all right, if they're an interested customer. This is where we make the killing, okay? We offer an insane guarantee. All right, we're going to give you a 60-day money-back guarantee. After 30 days, if you don't want this course at all within those times, we'll give you your money back. Heck, in 60 days, if you can prove you've used this course and it didn't get you results, we'll give you double your money back. So here's how this insane guarantee works. You offer a 30-day just basic refund guarantee, so there's zero risk in buying, and then you incentivize them to use it. So you say after 60 days, if you can prove that you've used our software and it didn't get you results, then we'll give you a double refund guarantee. So if your software gets results, you don't have to worry about giving a double refund. If your course gets results and when people use it, you don't have to worry about giving a double refund. What this makes people go and do is say, wow, all right, so if I go out there and use this and it doesn't get me results, I can get double my money back. 2 things you need to understand about this. If you have a good product, you're never going to have to offer a double refund guarantee. Another one, people who don't use the product, if they just buy the product, let's say they get a course and they don't use it in the first 60 days and they say, well, I want double refund guarantee. If you say, well, did you use the course? Can you prove that you used it? Most people are gonna be like, well, I didn't actually use the course and I can't prove I used it. So then you don't have to offer. Very, 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 very few times will this ever happen. And most times people don't even want a double refund. They're just like, can I have my money back? Okay. Use that. If you're selling an absolute scam, don't do that. All right. That's going to get you in trouble. So just a way to look at that. That's a very insane guarantee. So what just happened right now, pain of buying just went, all right, there's no risk to buying whatsoever. All right. So the next step, what we do at that point in time is we offer a payment plan. The pain of buying just goes rock bottom. Then we remind people in the next step that this is the last chance they have to get this offer, and this is all one-time thing. If they don't get it right now, they don't get the bonuses. They don't get the special honor-bound price. They don't get all the additions to it. This product is never going to be seen again, blah, 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 blah. We increase the pain of not buying right here. This blows up, goes through the roof. What happens right here is we make a sale, okay? Now, what's going to happen after this, guys, is some people are going to have questions. Hang around if you're in a webinar. Hang around if you're talking live at an event. Answer questions and close people who are on the fence because their questions haven't been answered. One thing I do at the end of every webinar or when I'm selling something, I say, hey, who's on the fence? Press 1 now. A bunch of people will press 1 in the chat box of the webinar or whatever they're doing. And I'll say, okay, cool. If you're on the fence, tell me why. And people will give you the reasons why they're on the fence. Then you say, look, oh, you don't need to be on the fence about this. There's a refund guarantee, and we have that in the course. And you just answer their questions honestly, and then that will get a lot of people. You'll sell like 50% more product if you just sit around and answer questions for people so they can clear up any last doubts. So